Hello everyone, my name is Chandan Jha and my dear friend, I have a beautiful information for you. We have a one notification and vacancy from the bank that is called Punjab National Bank. So recently he announced or released one notification in which approximately 350 total number of vacancy he has in this particular bank released, right? Name of the post are officer credit, officer industry, manager IT, senior manager IT, manager data scientist, senior manager data scientist, manager cyber security, senior manager cyber security. So total there are total 350 vacancy. Definitely in the sum of the post the experience are basically required. In the sum of the post without experience also you can fill the form. One thing more, there will be one separate exam followed by the interview. So if you clear the exam or written test, that is the CBT computer based it, then you are eligible for the interview, my dear friend. One thing more, a written paper consists of the two parts, part 1 and part 2. In the part 1, there will be non-technical question of 100, and in the part 2, again there will be the 50, 100 numerical, or you can say that 50 technical questions, right? Technical question belongs to your branch actually, mainly belongs to computer science branch. Let me discuss about the detailed of this particular notification. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So department wise alag different vacancy they have released, and initial date of the filling the form is that form is going to be start from the 3rd of March 2025, and the last date of or closing date of the online registration will be 24/3/2025. Exam is going to be happened from the April and May, right? The exact date is not announced, that will be announced very soon. Okay. Age relaxation will be happened as per the government norms. One CIBIL score is required. The people who are basically filling this form had a good CIBIL score, more than 680 CIBIL score, then you can fill this particular form. Okay, so already have discussed there are two parts. Part 1, in the part 1, non-technical will be there. The reasoning, 25 question, each question carry 1 mark, so total 25 marks will be there. For the English language, 25 question, each question carry 2 marks, 1 marks, so again 25 marks. Quantity aptitude is also there of the 50 marks, so total each question carried 1 marks, so total we can say that 50. So in the part 1, that is the non-technical, total 100 question of 100 marks. In part 2, that is professional knowledge, in which the 50 question they will ask and each question carry 2 marks, so we can say that total number of maximum marks of in part 2 will be 100, and total number of duration will be 2 hours, that is 120 minutes. There will be the separate cutoff of part 1 and part 2. Part 2 will be checked just after the qualifying the part 1. So if you qualify the part 1, if you have more than a cutoff marks in the part 1, then only the part 2 is going to be evaluated. One thing more, sir, what should be the minimum cutoff of the part 1? That will be decided by the bank itself after the candidate performance. Interview will also, right, personal interview will be of 50 marks, minimum qualifying marks in the interview shall be 45%, that is 22.50. So even if you go into the interview and if you are from the general category, SC/ST category, then if you have a 22.50 marks, more than that, then only you will crack the interview. And for the general category, 25 marks or more than 25 marks is basically required, right? Part 2 written, okay, already it is given, right? And the one thing more, there will be the negative marking also, and the negative marking will be of the 1/4 negative marking. Sir, what should be the fee structure of this particular form? So my dear friend, the fee structure is for the general category, OBC, for all the category, unreserved category, we can say that the form will be cost of 1000 rupees plus 18% GST, so 1180 rupees. And for the SC/ST category, the form, you can say that around 59 rupees, approximately. So this is a, you can say that, okay, now let me discuss about the eligibility criteria of this particular, okay, eligibility criteria of this particular form. So my dear friend, the official credit, if you are basically CA or ICWA or MBA full-time or having the more than 60%, then you are eligible for officer credit, that is GMG scale 1, minimum age 21, maximum age will be 30. Experience is also required for that. Let me discuss about the technical post. For the technical post, that is officer industry. For the officer industry, that is called GMG scale 1, minimum age 21, maximum age will be 30. Mandatory full-time B degree in civil, electrical, mechanical, textile, mining, chemical, production, metallurgy, electronics and communication, computer science, information technology, and if you are having 60% above percentage into the B.Tech, then you are eligible for this. And desirable is also there. Desirable is full-time degree in M.Tech, MBA will give you the extra S. Apart from this, there will be the one certification is also required. Any additional qualification related to industry analysis or the finance would be considered as a advantage. So if you have a higher qualification or industrial experience, that will be the advantage for you. Apart from this, manager IT, minimum is 25, maximum 35. If you have a BE, B.Tech in computer science, that is CS, or in IT, or MCA with the 60% above percentage, and you have a certification of generative AI, ML certification is required from the AWS, Azure, GCP like that. And you have a 2 years of IT experience which is related to AI, ML, and other large scale AI system. If you have a experience on this, that will give you the advantage. Job role is also mandate, right? Already mentioned over here. Senior manager IT, MMG scale 2, minimum is 27, maximum is 38. The same thing is basically required here also. Right, okay. But here the experience will be minimum 3-year experience is basically required. After that, manager data scientist, mandatory BE, B.Tech, CS, IT, right? They are basically eligible for it. Again, certification is required. Minimum 2 years experience in the field of AI, ML with the experience in NLP and model deployment is basically essentially required. That is mandatory. And desirable is hands-on experience in the deploying generative AI solution in production, knowledge of the tool like, right, Kubernetes and Dockers, like that they are asked, right? Okay. Senior manager data scientist, MMG scale 2, having the minimum age limit will be 27, maximum 38, and the same thing is basically required here also. Experience 3 years or more than experience is required. Manager cyber security, if you have an age between 25 to 35, you are eligible for this. And if you have completed your B.Tech in CS or IT or electronics and communication or MCA with the 60% or above that, you are eligible for it. Apart from this, you should have a Cisco certification also for the networking is essentially required here, right? Apart from this, mandatory is also 3 years of IT experience is required regarding to the cyber security. Then you are eligible for it. So if you have a experience or if you are fresher also, for the some of the post the fresher also we can apply. Some of the post will be the desirable things is the industry experience is basically required. So if you are feeling that this is suitable for you, please fill the form. It may be the advantage things for you, right? And exam is also going to be happen in the month of April or May. So around 1.5 months or 2 months after that, the exam is going to be happen, right? So if hope you understand all the inquiry, or if you know, hope you understand all the inquiries regarding to this particular vacancy. Still you have any queries, do let me know into the comment box. Till that, thank you very much. All the very best. Jai Hind, dosto.